Well, welcome back. Spring and summer seem to be a time when a lot of folks, the kids go on break and families start to look for their forever homes, their new member for their forever home to add to their families, and like these puppies here. So we thought it's a great time to welcome back Marissa Squires.
Thank you.
The last time we saw you in studio was pre-pandemic. We actually saw you in Ukraine.
Yes.
Doing some dog rescuing and doing some help over there, which was a great work that you did there.
Thank you.
Certainly more to come there. But we wanted to bring you back in for the Ask the Dogologist segment, which we haven't seen you since pre-pandemic.
So happy to be here.
And we have puppies. We have so many puppies.
Oh, so many puppies.
You have these, they're 8 weeks, 7 weeks.
They're 7 weeks. They're just about 7 weeks. They've been with us for a few weeks, so they got abandoned extremely young without a mom. So we've been raising them and socializing them.
8 of them.
8 of them.
In your home.
I have had 8 in my home. Please don't judge me, everyone. But yes, sometimes that's what it takes to save some lives. All
brothers and sisters.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about these adorable, I don't know if I have boys or girls on me. One of each. Okay, great. We're going to talk more about how you can get more information on how to adopt these little ones coming up in just a couple of minutes. But we wanted to broach the subject of, now's the time when people are saying, okay, kids are getting out of school in a couple of months. Let's talk about adding a family member. Let's get a puppy. So what should people be thinking about in terms of, what questions should they be asking themselves?
So probably the most important question, because these guys, as we're seeing, are incredibly adorable. They're hard to resist. But you have to make sure that you have the right amount of time when raising a puppy. So I always say to people, before you welcome one, look forward ahead to the next year. You are going to be training your dog, socializing your dog, and the first year is so critical to the next 10, 15 years on how you want your dog.
All right. And when do you introduce those? Let's say you answer the question, you say, okay, we're getting a dog, you get through the adoption process. When do you start introducing your new puppy to your friends, your family? Because I know the first instinct is, let's get everybody over, we're having a puppy party.
Exactly, right? So I always like to tell people to think about it like this. You have been looking at their photograph for weeks potentially, but this is the first time that they're meeting you. So being mindful of that, when you bring them home for that first weekend, they're still getting to know you, they're still getting to trust you. I'm sorry to say that your photo has not been in their kennel for the last few weeks. They have not had the anticipation you have. So letting them trust you before you have a neighborhood party, before you bring all your friends and family over, is super important. You can very easily overstimulate these puppies. Even if you have an incredibly social puppy, you can still overstimulate them, give them too much until they get to know you, their new home environment, and they get to trust you.
All right, so we should add, there's so much more to get to. You tackle a lot of this at your shop, Dogology in Canton and in Avon.
Yes.
And we should also add, we've been talking puppies here, but there are plenty of senior dogs that need to be rescued.
Exactly. If you don't have the next year to do that rigorous training, there are plenty of adult dogs, senior dogs out there. If you want that furry companion in your life, there's ways to do that that might not be sacrificing the next year of your life.
Okay, so these pups need a home. Where can they go to find, we've got a couple of websites on the screen, where can they go to get more information, people at home, to get more information on these little guys?
These babies, you can go to NewEnglandPuppyRescue.com. Of course, you can also come visit us in Canton or in Avon at Dogology. We can give you more information about them and more information on how to raise your puppy.
Marissa, it was so great to see you back in studio.
I'm so happy to be here,
On a rainy morning, it makes it seem like there's no rain out there at all. Speaking of rain, I'll have your complete 10-day forecast coming up after the break. NewEnglandPuppyRescue.com, DogologyCT.com, Marissa Squires, and Unnamed Pups. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.